8:45. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news, edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe and read by Indrani Senanayake. The headlines. The President instructs officials to intervene to stop malpractices when purchasing harvests from farmers. Defence Secretary Kamal Gunaratne and Army Commander Shavendra Silva promoted as generals. A rural trade network has been established. The program to renovate 14,000 tanks will commence tomorrow. In foreign news, South Africa's total COVID-19 cases crossed the 1 million mark. Sports. Virat Kohli and Elise Perry named Players of the Decade by the ICC. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has instructed the state minister in charge of the subject and officials to intervene to stop malpractices when purchasing harvests, including turmeric and maize from farmers. He pointed out that farmers have successfully cultivated turmeric and maize. The president has emphasized that farmers should get their fair price for their produce in the forthcoming Maha season. The president has said that the government should intervene to prevent malpractices committed by traders when collecting stocks. He has pointed out the need to introduce a program to collect high-quality seeds for 2021 and 2022. The president has ordered the destruction of illegally imported stocks of turmeric. He has instructed the Director General of Customs and the IGP to strictly enforce the law against traders engaged in corruption. The President's media unit said that the Commissioner General of Excise has been ordered to issue a Gazette notification banning the use of maize to produce alcohol and ethanol. The President has emphasized the need to guarantee an extensive marketplace for wholesale grain traders instead of providing them with loans. Defence Secretary retired Major General Kamal Gunaratne has been promoted to the post of general. Military spokesman Brigadier Chandana Wickramasinghe told the SLBC that Army Commander Lieutenant General Shavendra Silva has also been promoted to the post of general. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has made the promotions. A rural trade network has been established. It consists of women entrepreneurs. It has been implemented under the budget proposal to create 25,000 women entrepreneurs. The program aims to empower at least 2 women entrepreneurs to each Grama Seva division. State Minister Shehan Semasinghe said that the government is taking steps to develop small and medium-scale entrepreneurs who contribute more than 70% to the local economy. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The program to renovate 14,000 tanks will commence tomorrow in the Uva province. The Sri Lanka Land Development Corporation said that a renovation ceremony will be held near the Harigalpotta tank in Buttala and the Pandagal tank in Bandarawella. The ceremony will be held under the patronage of Minister Chamal Rajapaksa, State Ministers Shashendra Rajapaksa and Anuruddha Jayaratna. Steps have been taken to stop illegal sand mining near the Iranamadu tank in Kilinochchi. During a District Development Committee meeting, it was revealed that this record has been going on for a long time. District Deputy Irrigation Director T. Rajagosa revealed that water fountains could be destroyed if a solution was not found. Thereafter, Minister Douglas Devananda instructed the police to take immediate steps to stop sand mining in the area. He has asked the police to obtain the assistance of the Army and the Special Task Force if they need support. A program to provide face masks free of charge to preschool children and teachers will be implemented. State Minister P.L. Nishanta said that 20,000 preschool children and teachers in the North Central and Western Province will be provided with face masks under the first stage. Next, we take a look at the main news story.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vedha Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedha Mahatmya.
The Ministry of Health says that 520 COVID-19 patients have recovered and have been discharged from hospitals within the last 24 hours. This brings the total number of COVID-19 recoveries in the country to 33,221. Meanwhile, 668 persons have tested positive for the virus within the last 24 hours. The tally of coronavirus cases reported in the country thus far is 41,054, while 7,642 of them are under medical care. That was our main news story. Watchlight is next.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedha Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
We take a look at Watchlight. State Minister Daisiri Jayasekara has requested public servants to report for duty wearing locally produced handloom textiles on one day of the week from next year. He said that the relevant request had been sent in writing to heads of ministries, departments and corporations. That came to you in Watchlight. A bulletin of world news will follow. The headlines. South Africa's total COVID-19 cases crossed the 1 million mark. South Korea accelerates virus vaccine efforts as first UK variant detected. European Union ambassadors approve EU-UK trade deal. South Africa's total coronavirus infections since the first case in March crossed 1 million yesterday, its health ministry said, just days after a new, faster-spreading variant was confirmed to be present in the country. The grim milestone comes 9 days after the country, the worst hit in Africa, reported 900,000 cases. The country has taken 2 weeks to reach 900,000 from 800,000 seen early in December. Several hospitals and medical centers have reported wards overflowing with patients. South Korean officials are vowing to speed up efforts to launch a public coronavirus vaccination program as the country today announced it had detected its first cases of the virus variant linked to the rapid rise in infections in Britain. The Korea Disease Control and Prevention Agency said today the new variant, thought to be more transmissible than others currently circulating, was found in 3 people who had entered South Korea from London. Ambassadors from the 27 EU member states have unanimously approved the EU-UK post-Brexit trade deal, paving the way for it to take effect. The deal is likely to become law on the 1st of January, as the UK Parliament is expected to approve it on Wednesday. Under EU rules, it can take effect provisionally, though the European Parliament will vote on it in January. The deal sets the framework for trade once the UK leaves the EU single market and customs union in 4 days' time. To end this bulletin of world news, we take a look at the headlines again. South Africa's total COVID-19 cases cross the 1 million mark. South Korea accelerates virus vaccine efforts as first UK variant detected. European Union ambassadors approved EU-UK trade deal. That ends this bulletin of world news. A look at development news next. Minister Prasanna Ranatunga said the government has allocated 517 million rupees to develop 5 botanical gardens, including Peradeniya, Gampaha, Haggala, Seetavaka and Mirijavela next year. Funds have also been allocated to develop the Meegal Vava and Haritha Piyasa Training Centre and for conducting research. The minister said the government will take steps to develop the botanical gardens to popularize biodiversity and floriculture in Sri Lanka among tourists. That was a look at development news. Next is sports news. The first test of the Sri Lanka tour of South Africa is underway at Centurion. Sri Lanka scored 396 in their first innings. In reply, South Africa were all out for 621. Sri Lanka was 33 for 2 in 5.5 overs in their second innings just a short while ago. Indian captain Virat Kohli and Australian all-rounder Elise Perry has been named as Players of the Decade by the International Cricket Council. Kohli has scored 20,396 runs in all international cricket in the 10 years covered by the awards. Kohli was also named Men's ODI Player of the Decade. Perry made 4,349 runs across all formats and took 213 wickets, the most by any player. She was also named the Women's ODI and T20 Cricketer of the Decade, having been part of 5 World Cup wins. One of the stars of the first Australian cricket tour of England has become the first Aboriginal inducted to the Australian Cricket Hall of Fame. Johnny Mullag was part of the 1868 Aboriginal team that became the country's first sporting team to tour internationally. The Hall of Fame chairman said Mullag contributed to Australia's identity. That was a look at sports news, and next we take a look at business news. The government has decided to increase the export of agricultural crops from next year. Exports of a wide range of crops including sugarcane, maize, cashew nuts, pepper, cinnamon, cloves, betel, indigenous mangoes and cassava will be increased. The government has also decided to produce and export pepper oil. The program is scheduled to begin in the first quarter of next year. According to the Department of Export Agriculture, 3,739 metric tons of betel leaves were exported from January to November this year, earning 2,792 billion rupees in foreign exchange. That was a look at business news. Economic news follows.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. When will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Economic news. Sri Lanka's stocks closed 0.29% higher today. Colombo's all-share price index gained 0.29% or 19.25 points to close at 6,704,000.89. The S&P SL20 index of more liquid stocks gained 0.77% or 20.09 points to close at 2,619,000.76. The market turnover was 1.3 billion rupees, with 125 stocks gaining and 66 falling. Meanwhile, dealers said the Sri Lanka rupee quoted firmer at 185.50 to 186.50 to the US dollar in the spot market today, while bond yields remained flat. That was economic news. Finally, we take a look at the weather report.
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And finally, the weather report. The Met Department says several spells of showers will occur tomorrow in the northern, eastern, north central and Uva provinces. Showers or thunder showers will occur at several places in the central, Sabaragamuwa and western provinces and in the Galle district. Fairly heavy showers, about 50 millimeters, can be expected at some places in those areas. That was the weather report. To end tonight's news broadcast, we take a look at the headlines again. The President instructs officials to intervene to stop malpractices when purchasing harvests from farmers. Defence Secretary Kamal Gunaratne and Army Commander Shavendra Silva promoted as generals. A rural trade network has been established. A program to renovate 14,000 tanks will commence tomorrow. In foreign news, South Africa's total COVID-19 cases crossed the 1 million mark. And in sports news, Virat Kohli and Elise Perry named players of the decade by the ICC. That ends tonight's news broadcast. Well, your friend and mine, Victor Raj, your host for tonight, is all set and ready with a broad smile on his face, and he will present Family Choice until close of transmission at